Hello.
Hello, Jacob.
Hello, Matt. Hello, Sky Club.
Clubbo isn't listening. I literally cried my tongue into my ears and he wasn't saying anything.
Okay.
How do you do? Oh, dude. Yep.
Had a little trouble getting connected there.
That is.
That was one of the newer ones. I recognize the sound.
That sounded like you have lots of bandwidth, like 65, 56K.
56K, exactly.
Somebody spawned on top of me. What the heck?
I can remember 300, but
I cannot. There's Parabolic C. He's spawned on top of me. Jesus Christ. Move your goddamn plane. Yeah, 300 baht. I don't know. This is like writing a piece of paper and then sending it via email, via mail.
It's definitely acoustic coupled.
Yep.
What ICAO are we at?
The Sierra Alpha Whiskey Hotel. I need a pushback here. It's not going to go away. Release the parking brake. That might be a good idea. Reverse. Here we are.
It is nice weather.
Oh, yes, it is.
30 knots, gusting 42.
Yep, that's why my props are rotating all the time.
I think there's more rotating.
Yeah, that might be. Well, it is what it is. We're not going to shy away.
I changed my webcam. Are you guys hearing me?
Yes.
Okay, good.
We hear you, but we don't see you.
Yep. That's another thing. Blah, blah, blah. Now, today, my dear Jacob, I am flying the Turbine Duke. You know that particular one?
You have a Turbine Duke?
Yes. Actually, quite a long time. Yep.
Oh, that's right. It's the Turbine Duke is also a flight simulator, but it's not the analog one. That's a 2020 aircraft, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So you will get lost again.
Probably. Let me. Actually, there we go. I need to turn on the avionics stuff. There we go. Yes, please. Ignition on. Starter on.
Oh, I'm in the air already.
Where are you flying? What is the route today? Because are we going to go over the ocean or what's happening?
Yep. If everything goes according to plan, this is the last leg of the entire tour. So you might want to spawn into the Sierra Alpha Whiskey Hotel airport and pick something that's a little faster, because otherwise it's going to take forever. Something like that can do 250 to 300 knots, somewhere in that ballpark. And we're going to go to the very southern tip of South America and then hop over to the Falklands.
That's going to be a very long flight, I think.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
If we fly very fast...
We'll follow the leader.
I will fly very fast. This is going to be awesome.
I have been spending last week trying to get the Avro Vulcan in the air, but it's not ready yet. So I was hoping to end in Mount Pleasant in a Vulcan. That's looked, how do you call it? Appropriate.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's a it's a Royal Air Force base, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's really finicky, the Vulcan, with regards to LVARs and sim events and SPED next. They won't play nice together.
Okay.
And what airport are we landing at?
Echo Golf Yankee Papa, I think.
Echo Golf Yankee Papa, that's correct. Ignition off. What else? Pitot heat we should turn on. That's a good idea. Oil door closed. Let's turn it on. Left generators, turn them on. Inverter. Here we go. Yep. This looks good. Okie dokie. What about the autopilot? Initially, since we're not gonna, we're the first waypoint. I mean, did you get the? I'm gonna load up a flight plan here on the general channel, so everybody's on the same page. Desktop. Where is it? No. There it is. Hit it. It's only 3 waypoints, and the first one is not that far away, just 30 nautical miles. And the next one, correction, 76 nautical miles, and the next one will be a little bit further out. Hi, Fritze. Nice of you to join in. Okie dokie. Let's see, prop full forward. I haven't flown this thing in quite a while. Let's see about the altitude. At first, we're going to fly at 8,000, I think. Where's my autopilot? Loopy-doopy. Terrain. Too low. There's a nice, for those of you who actually have the PM50, I'm not sure if it's available in the TDS Garmin simulation thing here, but one thing that is nice is that you can kind of, at least in the PM50, you can kind of control the autopilot to a certain degree, which is nice because I never get the vertical speed. There's no way to find out what vertical speed you've put into the. I cannot see for the life of me any place where this would be visible. If you know what I mean. So.
No.
Okie doke. I need to add some buttons here. Button.
My FSX is hanging.
That's
oh no, there it is.
What a pity. Setup. Where are my buttons? I want some more buttons here. Utilities. Flight plan. Where are my buttons? No. Where are my buttons? Change the fields. There we go. That one I want to have.
Don't forget to bring enough fuel, guys.
Oh yes, because we are going to fly full throttle. ATC. What else might be interesting? Flight plan page. There we go. Ground speed is nice. Distance is okay. Pilot okay. And we're flight FLC and put that up to some many knots. Like 140. Good. And we're gonna fly nav, not heading. Go away. Good. Which one is the runway that we should be taken off from? 25?
25.
Who says that?
I do.
Okay. Then I'm gonna take the other one. 25, you say. This is to the right. Turn off the parking brake. Yep.
I don't know what's going on. I have the TBM, but for some reason it has selected the GNS 750. And I'm gonna restart Flight Simulator.
Okay. The question is why is my plane not moving? Did I forget something? It's not moving at all. What the heck?
The brakes?
I turned off the parking brakes already. Do I still have chocks? No.
Is it TBM 930 fast enough? I think it only tops out around 230. Is that okay?
Sure. If you want to be there tomorrow.
All
No,
right.
no,
Well, I'm
it-
already I'm in a citation longitude right now. I'll stay in it if that's what you think.
This is a little bit too fast. You're going to fly away.
Well, I'd rather slow down and stay with the group than be falling
It's-
behind all the time.
The 930 is fine if you fly high enough.
Yeah.
I flew in the 850 last week and had a ground speed of 310 knots, so you should be fine with that.
How high would I have to fly to get that kind of speed?
20,000 feet.
Okay. I'll load in that.
Stop the
930 then.
pushback. That's the reason. I'm such an idiot. I still had the pushback active. Okie dokie. Yeah, you go ahead. Fly whatever you want as long as it can kind of keep up. I don't know. But the Grand Caravan would be a little bit too slow today, I guess. Let's fill up the fuel. Where is my fuel? There we go. 100%. No cargo at all. And no co-pilot. Thank you. Hey, Artingo.
How are you doing, beautiful people?
Thank you very much. Good.
I'm trying to get an aircraft.
Is this taxiway leading to anywhere? I have a strong feeling this is not a taxiway over here. Well, no, it's not. Maybe I should turn right here. You know, the reason why I do not. I think I think that the Turbine Duke is really a very nice plane. The reason why I don't like to fly it very often is the fact that you can see shit out of the windows. The engines are so big. There's nothing. I can only see like 10 centimeters on each side, which is kind of silly. But other than that, it is a nice plane. And very fast too. And very good stall capability because of the massive power. Flaps down. And I have a gear that I can pull up today.
Don't forget it.
The plane is probably going to warn me about it if I forget it. Oh, there's a TBM 930. 2 of them actually. No, are you in a 850 again?
I'm in a 930.
Yes, you are, but out fronter?
I'm in the 850.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure, Artingo. Why not pick a 7.8? What the heck? And you don't even have a nose gear.
In a plane that was released on the marketplace, so this is going to go great. It's a CJ22, I think it's called. Previous version. Now I'm already noticing problems mapping that. We're going to depart on time.
Yes. Oh, I just stopped my engines. What the hell? Why did I do that?
Movie is that from? That is a joke from a movie where the passenger says to another passenger that the captain said that an engine is on fire but no problems, will still depart on time.
That might be what's it called? There's this comedy movie, a crazy plane with a even crazier pilot. I don't know. I don't remember that.
I'm going to restart my PC, guys. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. You go ahead and start the flight.
Okie dokie. Good luck. Okay. Where's our Tingo? Can't see. Oh, there you are. Kloppo's ready. I can see that much. And where are you, Artingo?
Here in the middle of
I cannot see anything. Anyway.
to your left.
Yes, I can see your name tag, but I don't see the plane. What is happening? Left chip detect? What does that mean?
I'm not entirely sure I have an autopilot. We'll see.
I think something is wrong with my engine. I think I killed it. Wait a second, guys. I will have to respawn in here. kiss my behind. I want to spawn in here right now, please. On the ground, ready for takeoff. I'm not sure we're gonna make it today. This is all rather unoptimized. Left chip detect. What does that mean? This is a black square plane. Jacob.
Chip detected means that your engine's gonna fail really soon.
Okie dokie. There is supposed to be a way to reset the bad status of the... Oh, I have a tablet right here. I could possibly repair the engine, right? There was something. Left engine. Engine condition 0. Why? Clear the engine, repair the starters, recharge the batteries, refill the extinguisher. Yep, and the right one as well. Thank you so much. Electricity is good. Cabin failures. Reset all failures. I don't want to have a failure today. Go away. Okay. Let's put that back in the pocket. Okay, I'm good to go. I'm good to go, I think. Master alarm. The doors closed, open, open. Thank you so much. No. Plane is not moving. This is a horrible plane, dude. Okay, I'm ready. Let's just get out of here. Okay, everybody there? Out? No, Jacob. Oh man, this thing is it's going into reverse. It's not supposed to. What the fuck? I'm going to repair this in flight. Yeah, I'm taking off. I'm taking off. Hoping for the best. Your takeoff doesn't look very healthy. Parabolic Artingo C.
No, I'm not really. I don't have my controls mapped right, I think.
Yeah, neither do I. I have an exceedance. My ITT spiked above 1400. I'm not sure this is a good idea.
I don't have an autopilot, I guess.
I need to put in the flight plan first. Oh man, it really it's about time. It's about time this entire tour ends. This is really cursed. So look,
The pinnacle.
the pinnacle.
This sums up everything we learned on the tour.
Yeah, a complete fail. There we go. I have the light plan. It is running. Okay, let's set the autopilot. Yes, go ahead. Autopilot to 8,000, please.
No, fantastica. Looking at the ship names here in the harbor.
Yep. They really know how to name their planes. I want nav mode, GPS, please. Do I have to switch on something? Yes, there we go. No heading. Go away with heading. Ah, finally. That is pitch trim. There we go. Zoom out. Yep, that looks about right. Okie dokie. Make sure that the aircraft is not going to break up anytime soon. Let's reduce the torque a little. Let's turn on the weather radar because we have one. What is the Jacob, what is the difference on the radar? I've got this Bendix radar here, and there's a switch that says radar alert mode, WX and WXA. Do you know the difference?
WX stands for weather, but WXA?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
RTFM.
I don't like to read that. I don't like to RTFM. Is the fuel still good? Yes. In case you wanted to say something, you were very silent.
I was?
Come again?
Really? My mic's low?
You're silent to me, at least.
I hear you okay. Do you hear me? I'm having
Yeah, I hear you.
problems. I'm having
might have
problems
me
with
turn-
the audio today.
You might have me turn down, Matt.
No.
And what's your audio problem, Cloppy?
Oh, I couldn't get it going through my normal speakers. I had put on my headset.
But it's working now?
Yeah, I can hear you guys now. Couldn't
Yep,
hear it earlier.
and your mic's fine.
No,
You might
thanks.
want to turn me up, Matt.
Nah, I have turned you up all the way. I'm going to turn down the simulator volume. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'm using the same settings I always use, and I've never had a problem before.
Now it's working.
Okay.
It's got a nice interior, really. This TBM. No, it's not a TBM. It's a black horse. It's got a look at the table. Awesome. Ooh. How many buttons to click? Here we go. The cabin light. But just one of them. What a cheat. Why? What about that one? No.
I think they were on.
Yeah, but only the back ones, the ones in the front here, they're not on. Know what I mean?
I don't know, that thing on the right there looks like it's lit.
We're almost halfway through to the Falklands. It's not going to take long. Oh, there's cabin temperature. I need to adjust this is stuff that I've never had to do in the Kodiak. What the cabin temperature? Let's increase it to full, so nobody's gonna have to vent blower high. Well, why not? Auto heat. This looks good. And
Which direction are you guys heading?
the
152 degrees to the first waypoint.
Yes, yes.
Okay. I'm airborne on the way. Oh yeah, I can see some nameplates.
There's actually a knob to adjust the cabin pressurization rate. If I turn that to the right full, what's going to happen to the back? You're just going to blow the eardrums of everyone.
Well, climbing is not that bad, but you don't want to do that when you're descending.
Okay. So I am going to do that. I don't have any. I could
knew
put
you were going to do that.
I need to fill in some passengers here, but only in the back. 170 here. Nope.
What is the first waypoint?
And 100. The first waypoint is a manually is a waypoint, the southern tip of this entire continent, and we're flying to a heading of, at least I am, 141 degrees. But if you want to take a look at there's no people in the cabin. If you want to take a look at the flight plan that I put in the oh, you're an Xbox, right? That's what a pity. I have put a flight plan. You can use the flight planner stuff, right? Artingu?
I mean, the online flight planner?
I put on a flight plan into the flight planner. There's a link above, 2 or 3 messages above the last one in the general channel, and there's the plannerflightsimulator.com, and that one contains the same plan. Maybe you can use it. If not, just go ahead and follow us. Just fly in the direction of 150, that's good enough. Why are you guys so quick? What am I doing wrong here? I need to fly faster. I have not raised the flaps. What it was, I'm such an idiot. Let's increase the torques a little here. Make this thing fly. And Vinny's still gaining on me. What the heck? going to break the engine here. No,
Your
it's-
airspeed indicator seems to top out around 240, 250.
Yeah, but it should be going 290 according to, well, indicated. But yeah, it's, is there, I want to turn off this goddamn sound. It's, I have a constant bleeping sound in my head. Oh, come on.
Is it your oxygen?
Oh, that might, no, I'm not that high, 8,000 feet.
Okay, not the oxygen then. I'll take a look at Twitch.
I have no Twitch today. Exceedance torque. No.
He's streaming in Discord. You can see him there.
I want to go away. Stop doing this stupid noise. It's annoying as hell. Ugh.
I can't hear anything.
Really? This is unbearable. I think I'm gonna have to turn down the volume here, otherwise I'm gonna get tinnitus. Sound off. Go away. Or maybe there are warning sounds. Let's turn them off. This is generally not a good idea, but in this particular case, yes, it did help. Holy cow.
If only you knew what it was warning you for.
Yeah, what is it warning you about?
It's warning me of getting completely, of being crazy. Thermometer. I have a thermometer. It's telling me it's 20 degrees Celsius in here, which is a nice cabin temperature.
That's not in there, that's outside, and it's not 20, but 20 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, that is not a whole lot.
It is minus 6.
Okay. I'm gonna push the throttle.
What above the artificial horizon? What does the panel say?
That is the autopilot modes.
Okay.
No warnings. There is a warning. There's an engine trend monitor down here. Exceedance torque. I had a little bit too much torque in between.
Push the enter key to reset it.
The enter key. Where is the enter key?
The button left on the top left of the. Yeah. Again.
Well, I'm in the yellow.
Okay. Push the enter key again.
I enter. There we go.
Now it's back to normal.
Good, good. But I want to fly more quickly.
Schnell, schnell.
Yes, please. But I'm gaining. No, I'm not gaining. You know what? I'm going to switch over to the goddamn... How fast can the jet, the single jet little thing
Take
there?
the vision jet. That thing
Exactly.
really screams.
Oh, man. It's a bit silly, I have to admit, but... End the flight. I'm going to spawn here in the air. In the air. Set as departure, and then let's pick a proper plane. I can do some... or I could use it. How fast is the... I have the TBM... No, the PC-12 from the... It's not faster, I think. The blah... Yeah, let's take the Vision Jet, whatever. Or the... What should we do? Blah, 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 blah. Vision. No. Airborne 5000. There we go.
Who is behind me then?
Now the question is, how do I fly this thing? Oh, mother. I'm gonna have to turn around. Okay, so what kind of system does it have? Is it some Garmin crap? I have no idea.
You're the pilot, you should know.
I'm not a pilot. I'm a pretender. That much we can agree on. Nav mode, but I need to load a flight plan. Speed bugs.
Who was over the Cape Horn already?
I'm circling the first waypoint, waiting for whoever's coming. I only see one aircraft on my radar. I see more nameplates for some reason.
Yeah, I think I should be in range. Oh, I see Matt before me, 24 kilometers.
Okay.
I see you, Jacob. And I see Skyclop.
Skyclop got upset and left.
Well, his nameplate's still in the clouds here. I see Parabolic, and I think I see Defrag Tad.
That is me. The autopilot is not working. Fuel quantity miscompare. Cabin life not set. What? What the heck? Accept initialization. Yes, exit, go away. There we go. There we are. Now let's add a... Can I not just go ahead and load a flight plan, please? I cannot load a flight plan from an external source. Why?
if you open your electronic flight bag and load the plan in there and then send to avionics.
That might work. That's an idea. Open up. From web.
Ground speed 270, yeah.
I'm at 8,000 feet, and I can only manage about 235, 240.
That's not indicated airspeed, it's ground speed.
I think I got it.
Ground speed 227.
What altitude are you in?
Right now I'm at 8,000 feet. That's where Matt was, so I went to 8,000, but I guess I could climb.
That would help.
I'll start out at 20.
Well, for sightseeing it's better to be low, but if you want to fly distance,
What would be a good compromise? 15?
I'd say whilst you're over Cape Horn, stay low to do some sightseeing, and then once we're on the way to Mount Pleasant, then I think we all should climb to where we can go.
Yeah, because there's open ocean all the way, almost. But we're gonna fly over another group of islands, which is there's this Montebovi, Baja York Bay. That might still be interesting to look at. But after that, we're gonna climb and fly fast. Cape Horn. Oh, this is beautiful. This looks nice.
Is this live weather?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Well, at 8,000 feet with live weather, I don't really see too much terrain.
Come down. I'm at 2,000 right now. I just want to see what is here. There is. It really looks awesome.
I just arrived at 20,000 feet, and I'm approaching Cape Horn.
Yep. So
What should I do?
So do some diving.
Autopilot off, throttle closed.
I took my drone down to the surface. Now I can see fine.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little archipelago, I guess you could call it.
Yes, yes. And there's this little, or rather, let's call it a big rock, a big cliff here. That is the southern end of all of this here. And we've got quite a bit of crosswind. I would love to see how much it is, but oh, there we go. There is
50 knots from the west.
Set map, traffic inset, traffic, terrain, settings, blah. I don't know. Okay, there's Outfretter. Yep, it's really nice here. This is, it's a good idea. It was one of your better ideas to visit this place here before we head off to the Falklands. I like
I've
it.
never been here.
Neither have I. Okay, I'm going to activate the autopilot again. It is going to ram me into the ground as intended. What the heck? Hello? My autopilot's not working anymore. What did I do wrong?
You haven't been nice to it.
That's probably the reason, yes.
Scenery is all wrong.
Is it?
There are trees on this island.
Oh, that's true, yeah. I've seen those. They don't belong there. Artingu, you still with us? And Kloppo? Are you? I cannot hear anybody.
Do you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, my push to talk isn't working. I need to fix it.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. It seems like the button I had it going to isn't activating anymore. It was on my Alpha Bravo flight yoke with the big red button, but doesn't seem to want to activate the push to talk anymore. But everything else is working on it, so it's bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
Does your stick use special software to interface with the PC?
I don't know. I posted that other eye tracking software.
Yeah, I read it.
Just loaded it up and was trying it. The one that uses the webcam just to see if it worked. And I don't know, I haven't got that working yet. I always try to do everything right before the flight, and that's not a very good idea.
Nope. Thanks for posting that, though, by the way.
You
I'm going
what?
to try that. Thanks for posting it. I'm definitely going to try that.
Yeah, the webcam one looks better. Right now, I don't know whether I need to reset the open track or what, but the mirror on the open track didn't work. So when I look to the right, it's looking outside the left part of the airplane. When I look to the left, it looks outside the right. That's really difficult.
Now, what I was asking, what kind of stick are you using? The joystick?
Yeah, I'm using the, I was using my honeycomb flight yoke. There's a red button on the yoke, and I was using that for my push to talk, and for whatever reason, it doesn't seem to want to activate the push to talk today. It was earlier, but something's amiss. Maybe I
Okay.
have a conflicting setting in my, I have to go look at my config settings in Microsoft to see, and so I'm not really sure what's all happening.
No,
Well,
but that should be working without any other software or stuff. And obviously it isn't, so that's not much help, but it should work.
Well, that's kind of what I thought, but for whatever reason it isn't. So I don't know. I have that hanger control too, and I don't know if it's still up and running or not. Let me see if that's on. Maybe if I shut that down, that'll help, because No, I don't think that's up. So I was playing around with that. So I thought maybe that mucked something up, but I don't know. It's always fun. Keeps your mind active doing all this troubleshooting.
It's a nice hobby, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Right.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'm here. I'm gonna go back to push to talk, so you won't hear me until I figure it out. But I think I can tell if it's working, because the green circle should come around the thing on the Discord when you're activating, and I noticed that it wasn't activating. So something's
Okay.
funny.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Matt, where is the next island you want to fly low over?
It is the island of, I'm not sure what it's called. It says on the map here, Bahia York Bay. It's about 100 nautical miles along the way.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to 20,000 feet.
You can if you want to.
I want to.
Okay.
Me too.
So go to. Then I'm going to go there too.
I'll just do what I did at the last waypoint. I'll jump in my drone and go down to sea level.
That's cheating.
Is it?
Oh, yes.
I haven't figured that out yet, so.
The drone?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's not
well-
too hard. Go ahead.
Well, not lying. I used it yesterday, I think, but it's not something I use regularly.
I
I'm not
use it
really
all the
familiar
time.
with it.
Yeah, once you get familiar with it, you can really fly it around like I don't know what.
A drone?
A drone. It's great for screenshots.
It's minus 8 degrees outside. Aha. So the cockpit of the Vision Jet, it's interesting, but a little confusing for someone who's not really familiar with electronic bullshit. It even has an auto throttle. Dude. This is advanced.
I should have stayed in the longitude. That has an auto throttle too.
There's a speed mode, a manual speed mode, speed Mac even. What else? There's a power, but oh, dude, this thing has USB ports down here, and a 3.5 millimeter jack for music.
My computer has those too.
Yeah, but
Boy, were you right, Jacob, about the speed. I'm up to 360 knots now, ground speed.
360.
Okay.
Oh my.
What's your indicated airspeed?
220.
Nice.
That is a very fast plane.
Yeah, only if you go up high, like Jacob said.
Mm-hmm. So there are only 2 seats in the back here. There's not a whole lot of space. No, this is not the kind of plane that I like. Push to discharge. Mass. Okay. What is caps?
Oh, don't push that.
Is that the parachute?
Exactly. It's the whole
Okay.
airplane parachute.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, if you get in trouble, you can use it.
Okay.
I'd kind of like to see it in action.
Yeah, go on. Pull it.
No.
Chicken.
I'm gonna do this once we're. I'm going to do this once we're over Mount Pleasant. Okay. Because
Okay.
then I'm gonna do some target jumping. Some target parachuting. Maybe I'm gonna land on the runway. So what else can I press? What kind of buttons do I have here? There's a TAWS. Interesting. Charts, procedures, checklists, aircraft systems. Ice protection. Let's turn that on. Utilities.
Vinny, I don't know how well modeled the 930 is, but the limiting factor will be inlet turbine temperature. That's going to be quite high, I think.
Everything looks green at the moment.
Okay, keep it that way.
Mm-hmm. Less than a minute from the waypoint, so I'll start circling again.
Dude, you're quick.
The TBMs are quick.
pilots do when you are sitting and have hours of ocean in front of you?
Come again? I didn't listen.
What do real pilots do when you are just sitting and looking at the ocean? Hours and hours.
Ask J-Pop. J-Pop. The
I've done
J-Pop.
a couple.
He's the J-Pop demon hunter.
I have done that a couple of times. Yes.
It's a skill also to keep the concentration up when there's not that much happening.
Yeah, I think what's well, how shall I say that? You're with two people in the cockpit, and it is a skill, I think, to make conversation with someone you hardly know, and that works very well all the time. I mean, you see someone new next to you every week, and somehow you make it work, and that helps avoiding being bored. Does that make sense?
It does. But it means that you're going to have some kind of at least a little bit of an open personality, because, I mean, if you're not somebody who likes to talk to strangers, then, I mean, at the end of the day, it's probably going to get very boring and you start to talk nevertheless, but still. It helps if you're a talkative person.
The times when you don't have anything to talk about it are very few. It's
I'm doing 317 knots ground speed. That is quite nice.
Is that even allowed on the Autobahn?
Well, there's one YouTuber who's called Top Speed NL or something like that. He's been driving all kinds of cars on the German Autobahn because he's allowed to do that in Germany. And this guy has driven cars that go way beyond 300 kilometers per hour. And he's recorded that on YouTube. And I think that there's a desperate need to remove his driver's license.
So, Jacob, you know, I'd flown jump seat on a few overseas flights. I flew on a 747. And what was really interesting to me, I remember the first time I did it, you know, I think it was on United Airlines, and the pilots, you know, are doing all the checklists and everything. Or they first come into the cockpit and they said, "Hi, my name's so and so," and they're introducing each other, and I don't know. I was always under the impression that while there wouldn't be so many pilots, that you wouldn't have flown with them before or know who they were. So it kind of shocked me that they were introducing each other. You thought, man, you know, they haven't flown together before. How do you know they're gonna be on the same team? Do you know do they know what they're doing?
Yes, they know what they're doing. Sometimes it happens that you fly with the same pilot a couple of times, but that's not the rule. So
Usually no, huh?
Usually no. And the same with the cabin crew. You get 10 cabin crew along with you on a trip, and most of them haven't flown with each other before. And Yeah, but it works.
Well, everybody has a very, they're assigned very specific tasks, and they're trained for those specific tasks. And the impression I got is basically the pilot, the head pilot, is the captain of the ship essentially, and whatever he says goes. It was really interesting because I was on a jump seat flight, and it was a long flight going overseas, and the pilot said, "Well, why don't you just go back and sit in first class and get a meal, and then come back?" Well, and I did that, and it was interesting. I don't drink alcohol or anything like that, but I came back in, and the stewardess came in and says, he was out here eating. He can't go back in the cockpit. And the pilot said, "Nope, he's okay. He's with me." And she didn't question him anymore, because she said the alcohol rule, and she never served me any alcohol, and I did not drink. But it was interesting that I think that was just a rule. Anytime somebody that's flying jump seat leaves the cockpit, they can't go back in or something like that. It was some rule, but it was interesting, the pilot overruled her.
The rule was about alcohol, you think, though, right?
Yeah, because
No,
that's what she meant. That's what she mentioned. She mentioned something about alcohol. We don't know if he's had alcohol.
Right, it was accessible, so they don't want you to go back in, I guess. Is that right, Jacob?
If you've had any at all, they don't want you to go back in. But, and so she didn't know, because I don't think she was the stewardess that was serving them my food or anything. But she told the pilot, and I don't even remember if he told me not to drink before I went out. But I just thought it was interesting that he basically
He's able to
said,
override.
"Nope, it's okay. He's okay," and she didn't even argue at all. Does that seem right, Jacob?
Well, I think it also depends on the company and their rules and regulations. Normally, if someone wants to go to the cockpit, one of the passengers, and since 9/11, that is a thing. So normally they would check with the captain if it's okay. And in your case, it is, of course.
Yeah, I think a lot of the jump seat flying I did, well, some of it was definitely before 9/11, and that was a totally different, I remember when I was first working at Collins Aerospace, Collins Avionics, they used a lot of the Collins equipments, and sometimes when I was on a flight, even domestically, I'd hand my card to the stewardess and say, "Hey, I work for Collins. If they want to tell me anything about, equipment or something, let me know. I'd be happy to come up and talk to them." And, several times they'd invite me to come up and just visit in the cockpit, and they would tell me, "Hey, what about this or this?" And I'd report it back to the right department.
Also, it helps killing the time, I think. Killing the pilot's time.
Oh yeah, they really enjoyed it. When especially if you, because it was really interesting because the satellite, I primarily did satellite communications, and that was used, but it wasn't a real high use thing. So if I told them I did the satellite communications as an overseas flight, they definitely wanted to learn more about it. and
Yeah.
I think sometimes. And they said, "Well, how do I make a telephone call?" Because a lot of times they don't teach them on how to make telephone calls. So I showed them how you made a telephone call. And I think the guy might have eventually gotten in trouble because he was making all kinds of personal calls during his flight, and it's very expensive.
Yeah, we had in the CDUs we had an option to place calls, but quite a number pre-programmed to the office and to flight dispatch, but we could make calls to any number we liked. never did that, but
I remember on one of the flights when we were just testing it out, new voice, and this is in the 90s, and we were saying, we were encouraging them to make as many calls as they could because we were testing out the system. So, they were having a blast calling everybody they possibly knew.
I know before satellite communication there was a shortwave radio station in Norway that you could call, and they would set up a phone patch to any number you would like. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, well, as an amateur, I was an amateur radio operator, and before they had, you had the internet and voice over IP and all that stuff. You would, if you were able to get a connection overseas, they would do phone patch because it was a huge expense to make long distance calls. I remember when we had a foreign exchange student from Norway stay with us in 1972, he was we had to call the operator, and then the operator said, okay, well, because he wanted to call home at Christmas time. So we did that, and it was like $120, and that was a lot of money in 72 to do this phone call, and you had to set it up ahead of time, and then the operator would call, and then everybody connected it, it connected up. But if you happen to be an amateur radio operator, and it was hit or miss, because as you know, on the HF bands, it's kind of the sunspot cycle determines when you have, they call it skip, when you have good propagation in order to talk to overseas or
good
not.
reflection,
So it's not. But in an airplane, they have a lot of, they'll have a frequency system that will go and look for the right frequency, scan through all the possible frequencies that are available and look for the right frequency to get to. That's how the HF radio systems worked. They were, with the propagation and stuff, and that was before they used satellite communication much on the airplanes.
Yeah, there were a couple of set frequencies for aircraft from Europe, aircraft from the United States, and other aircraft. And then depending on if it's daylight or night, then you have a low frequency or a high frequency. And it used to work pretty well most of the time.
So did you use HF much when you were flying, or did you do more when it was starting to use satellites much more when you're doing the overseas stuff?
In the beginning, I used HF quite a lot.
So did you do much with the ACARS in HF?
The combination of ACARS and HF, or ACARS and SATCOM? Well,
ACARS and HF, because a lot of times what they do is they would have HF is now, well, later it just became the backup in case if you're using the Inmarsat SATCOM, when you get up near the poles, you lose coverage.
Okay, yeah, I think we used ADS on the that is, hang on, I'm trying to fly an aircraft here.
Sure, yeah.
I'm over the island.
First fly the airplane.
It's nice there, isn't it? Beautiful sight.
It is nice, but I'm glad I don't live here.
Well, there are probably a whole lot of sheep living there.
We did not use ACARS in combination with HF, only with SATCOM.
Right, and I think it was rarely used, but it was kind of used as primarily a backup for some airlines had it as a backup system, and typically it would only be used when you're flying over the poles and you couldn't use SATCOM. But one of the very last things I worked on it was interesting. It was with the 737 MAX that had we were using Iridium. Did you ever use an Iridium system?
No, we didn't. I have seen one of the satellites pass over us, and they're called Iridium flares. Do you know what they are?
Yeah, Iridium is the one that has all the satellites moving all over the place all the time. It was Motorola kind of was involved in it and funding it, and then they kind of got bankrupt, and then I think the military kind of bought them out, and at a few cents on the dollar, and so they were still around, and we had subcontracted somebody and had an Iridium system. And right before I retired, it was really interesting because the Iridium systems were primarily on the 737 MAX, and then there was they weren't getting the ACARS messages in time. And if you know about it, you're supposed to get I think once you send a message, you're supposed to get an acknowledgement within 90 seconds, but they weren't. And I was, we're trying to figure out why. And just as we were getting ready to test new software, that's when they grounded all the 737 MAX because they had a couple of those crashes. And right before the second crash, went up to WestJet, and we flew way up into Canada trying to reproduce the problem. And of course, when you try to reproduce a problem, you can't. And we couldn't reproduce it. So I think they got it fixed one. But then it was going to be so long before, I didn't know when they were going to come off, and we were getting bought out by another company. I decided, you know what, I'm just going to retire. I don't want to wait around until we do this. But I was really wanting to finish that project out, but just retired instead.
That's a good choice also. The Iridium satellites have very large solar panels. They're quite power hungry, I guess. Normally you don't see the satellites, but sometimes the sunlight reflects off the solar panels, and you can see it's getting very bright for 6, 7, 8 seconds, and that's called iridium flare.
Oh, sure. Yeah. One time when I was in France, we toured a company that made satellites, and that's one of the most interesting engineering problems that you have, because you have to weigh everything against, okay, how much transmit power do you want versus how much fuel do you need to keep in geosynchronous orbit versus, how big do the solar panels versus the reliability, and then, everything causes weight, and now you got to launch it into the sky. And so you think, okay, you're trying to trade off all these different factors to maximize the profit. It's probably one of the most interesting engineering type problems you can come up with.
Interesting. I heard about iridium flare, but I never knew the origin. That's very interesting.
It's a very localized phenomenon. There are sites where you can input your position, and then they'll calculate when and where you have to look to see one. I've done it once, and I saw an iridium flare, and also during a flight. But it's an easy way. Many people who see them don't know what it is. A UFO.
That's why there's so many false sightings of UFOs.
How do you know they're false?
Well, when it's iridium flare and it's at the same time and same place that iridium flare was supposed to be, there's probably somebody that thought it was something different.
And now, Swedish movie UFO Sweden. It's amazing, really nice.
UFO Sweden? I thought the Swedes were so level-headed people.
It's a movie about a real society for sightings. We have the biggest archive of unexplained sightings in the world.
Okay.
So what is your
What?
opinion? Think they're real?
I don't know. Oh, I think distances in space are too big. I think.
I agree, and space is not empty. And in fact, I heard one astrophysicist saying that they were thinking about going someplace to, just to see something that's, a ways away, light years away, several light years away. And he said they knew that most of the stuff would run into particles and stuff, or I don't know, and be destroyed. So it was, the whole idea was to get a whole bunch of very small, 30 centimeter or whatever ships that would just be very, very small, and then it would be the percentage that got through would be the only way you could realistically do it. So unless somebody's come up with some technology that we have no clue about, I just don't even see how could be even feasible that aliens exist. I mean, not necessarily not exist, but I mean that they could get to make observation of us.
Well, if they have technology to cross distances like that, then then the problem of reliability, I think, is also overcome by then. It must be reliable by if you are able to travel distances like that.
Yeah, but the whole idea of having something that would not be destroyed by the particles in space. I mean, as the size of the vehicle couldn't really support humans over those types of distances going at that, especially at the speeds they're talking about. And so they would have to be very small, very incredibly intelligent creatures in order for the ship not to get destroyed, or, I don't know. It just seems pretty unfeasible when you look at the science of it.
Let's not talk about other stars. Let's just try to get to the Falklands without getting destroyed.
Yeah, there you go.
It was just getting interesting. Two old men discussing the vast continuum of space. I believe there are alien species, yes, out there, lots of them, but the goddamn universe is too big for us to ever meet.
And that is a possibility that I just don't think we'll have visitors. It'd be very shocking.
We have so many aliens here in the Netherlands.
Like
aliens have, yeah, and yeah.
or Michael Jackson. I mean, you remember it's a possibility. There are people out there who believe all of this is a simulation. I think we've had that talk before, Kloppo. All of this is a simulation or some kind of matrix, and it could be. Looking at Michael Jackson, he could have been an alien, for sure. But all kinds of people who would qualify from their behavior and looks to be an alien.
Well, or it could be a lot of plastic surgery.
That's not conspiracy theory enough for me.
Yeah. I talked to a cold case homicide detective one time, and we were talking about conspiracy theories, and he said, in my experience in all the things dealing with conspiracy theories, he said, I just don't buy really any conspiracy theory. The only conspiracy theory that works is if it's two people and one kills the other.
Well, that is exactly my argument. In many cases of conspiracy theories, they're just too big to be kept a secret.
Exactly. That was his point. You just, something that's, yeah, if there's any more than two people that know about, I mean, if there's more than one person that knows about it, it's not going to be kept a secret for very long, was his point.
I don't know where everybody is along the route, but I'm approaching the airport, and leave live weather on. It's really interesting.
You're approaching the airport. What the
Correct.
fuck?
Well, I listened to
What?
Jacob, and I went up to 20,000 feet. And
I'm at
there.
28,000. I'm just approaching 28,000. But what the hell? How did you do that?
I just did what Jacob said.
Nah. You slewed.
I did not. Anyway, wait till you see the weather. It's gorgeous. Storm fronts everywhere you look, but visibility is actually pretty.
Okie dokie.
So
And
where
And then the transmission stopped.
what plane are you in?
I think he's in a TBM 930.
Yeah, TBM
How
930.
fast does that go?
Apparently, I could get it up to 360 if I was high enough.
300 or 310, I think, is ceiling.
That's the indicated. I think
no,
he's talking
I
about
mean-
ground speed, huh?
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, ground speed, absolutely.
Is that the default from a Sobo, the 930?
It is, yeah. It's in the base sim. I love it. It's a great plane. I can't find anything wrong with it.
Aren't there some buttons that you cannot click?
It is a standard plane. It lacks some depth of systems, and Flight Simulator 850 has all of that added. That's why I fly the 850.
I thought about buying it all the time, but the problem is that I still prefer the Kodiak because it's just much more utility-like. But the takes a little bit more convincing. But eventually, I'm going to end up buying it. I know it. How fast does it go? Is it also beyond 300?
No, the red line is 260 and a bit, but that is interesting weather.
Yeah, there's like storm fronts in every direction, but there's visibility in between.
The runway is 28.
I actually came in on 05. Let me look at the windsock.
Well, the 28 is the one with the ILS.
Yeah, but you don't want to do that.
Well, I'm going to jump. I'm using the parachute anyway.
It doesn't make much difference if you take 05 or 28.
There
Yeah, it's
is.
going to be a crosswind either way, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah,
there
exactly.
there are 2 runways actually. I didn't see that.
Yeah, they form an X.
And there are all kinds of bunkers for the planes here. These bunker hangars, whatever. You can see this is a military airfield.
Yeah, I would say the way the windsock is showing 28 would probably be the best way for the wind. But it is mostly a crosswind.
Okay, so
Yeah,
my estimated time of arrival is about 30 minutes. No,
Wow.
20. Nah, it's 30 minutes, yes. And I'm already past the red line. I'm flying Mach 0.53 here, and this thing was not built to do this.
If you do come in on 05, watch out for the buildings. If you do a normal approach, the buildings are almost in the way. Don't come in low.
Oh, I'm going to come in high and pull my chute.
I'll be watching with great interest.
But your stream seems to have stopped, or is that just me?
I didn't stop it on purpose, at least. Let me take a look. Somebody's still looking at it. You are?
Yeah, I just started looking at it, and it's fine.
Okay.
Just reloaded. It's probably a Discord glitch.
I'll restart Discord.
Oh, the Kloppo and Outfretter are quite behind. Outfretter is how many miles are you behind? 24 nautical miles. And what about the others?
Now I can see you again.
Can't really see it. This is. We'll see. Yep, the
Sky Club,
sky
are you
looks
in
good.
the region of the US with the bad weather?
That's most of the U.S. Yeah, it's a big storm. We had unseasonably cold weather in Florida starting yesterday.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, but unseasonably cold is something else from a snowstorm, isn't it?
Indeed. Yeah, but it rarely gets down to freezing in Florida, and it's going to do that in a couple of days.
I know that's a panic situation, but still.
On your
Yeah.
winter tires.
It can mean bad things for a lot of the crops that are grown down here.
Oh yeah.
No, we didn't have, I mean, if you consider snow and ice, the bad weather, and not freezing cold like 20 degrees below centigrade or more, no, we haven't had bad weather.
Okay.
Yeah, it just went south of us, and it's bright and sunny and very nice today too, and the last couple of days. I enjoyed watching the football game out in Colorado, the Denver game, where they all of a sudden there was, by halftime it was a total blizzard. That was kind of cool to see.
Kind of cool, huh?
Yeah, cool in more ways than one, I guess. Yeah, yeah. No, it was. Yeah, and it basically the one guy, you know, could have scored some points to make it a much more interesting game, but he tried to do something different, and he didn't do it in time and missed getting any points at all. He was trying to go for more points than he probably should have, and then the storm started. Then nobody could do nothing, so he ended up losing the game, and that was to go to the American football Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Do you watch any of the football, Vinny?
I didn't recently, but I do occasionally, yeah. I'm a Jets fan, sadly.
Oh, that's gotta be tough.
It's tough, yeah.
Yeah,
Originally from New Jersey, so it's my team.
The name
Yeah.
sounds good, though.
in Iowa, it's whichever team is good when you're a kid. And so for me, it was the Packers. I remember the first two Super Bowls, so it was the Packers. And so, the Packers didn't do that well this year and got beat by the Bears, their nemesis, twice, 2 out of 3 times. And everybody wanted to fire the coach, and I'm thinking, you guys don't even know what lean years are. You better keep your mouths shut, because it's better to have at least a winning record than not. So do people get pretty fanatical about sports over there in Europe? I think I've heard soccer or football.
Yeah,
Your
soccer.
football they do.
It's mainly soccer, nothing else.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
Soccer is boring.
Ice hockey as well in Sweden.
Ice hockey? Okay, well, we don't have that much ice, so. But
Well, football and hockey are the biggest. Going to like sports pubs for the finals and the semifinals just to be part of the excitement. I
To
like
be
the
drunk
game
when they
fine,
win.
but I love seeing the people, how invested they are. That's that.
Actually, in 2000, it was hilarious. In 2014, I married my wife, and we went. I think I told you we went on a honeymoon to Iceland, and during that time when we were over there, there was the World Cup, the Soccer World Cup, and we were sitting in a restaurant. It was more like a pub than a restaurant, but something in between. And we were sitting there, and the guys had had a TV on with one of the games where.
wait.
Go ahead.
You're on your honeymoon, and you take your wife to a pub?
Sort of.
How romantic
yes.
is that?
That is the most romantic. But I mean, we were on Iceland. I was eating whale, and I almost puked over this. But let me get to the point. Why are you disrupting me? You
He
old,
wants to let you overspeed so that you'll blow
you
your
old
engine out.
freak. So we were sitting in this pub and eating stuff that I could not possibly eat again, and then we were watching this. There was a game on the Germany versus Brazil. I think it was the one game where Germany kind of destroyed Brazil 7-1. I think was the end result. And these guys, although there was nobody else that I remember that was German, they cheered the hell out of everything and everybody, because the Germans kind of destroyed the Brazilians. I don't know if they have anything against these guys from Brazil, but it was the most hilarious situation. Everything, single goal that was being shot by the Germans, they almost collapsed out of joy. It was really. I've never seen, because I'm not interested in soccer, and I've never really been to public. I don't know, public stuff with soccer. So but the guys on Iceland, they were cheering like nobody's business. That was awesome. I have never seen anything like that in Germany, not even in the local teams here.
And then you woke up, right?
No. Then I kind of wanted to go home to relieve myself of the whale.
Yeah, whale is not nice.
Mm-mm. It tastes like rubber
When
tires.
When I was in Norway as a kind of an exchange student for a summer, I worked on a farm over there, and you always ate fish and then cheese and fish and cheese. And then one day I saw it, I thought, oh, this is kind of like beef stroganoff. This is going to be great. Oh, I can't wait. It looked like beef. And I thought, man, I'm going to have some beef. This is awesome. And then I tasted it. I go, oh, what is this? They said whale.
Yeah. I think that's something that you're going to have to get used to, because it really, for people who have
No,
not.
don't get used to it.
No, you would have to get you. Just let me talk, please.
Okay, go on, talk.
You're
talk.
gonna. You can kiss. I like the swear words in English.
Ich verstehe ook Duits.
I can help you there.
I can. No, I'm. This is. I don't want to be like this. They're all the people hating on each other. I hate you, but I'm not going to say it. Okay.
Do you know the comics, German comics? I bought a copy once. Kleines Arschloch.
Yes, of course. Little asshole in English. Yep, he's the Church of the Holy Vagina. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna end up like him in a wheelchair and swearing at each other and clapping on butts of the what's it called, nurses.
Okay, that's a volume I didn't read, but okay.
You didn't? Okay. Well, yeah. I cannot tell this story because it's not. This shouldn't be
suitable for children.
Exactly, it shouldn't be discussed in public. Somehow I have it still takes 23 minutes. Why is this thing so slow? I mean, we're talking about a jet with a jet engine. It's doing 330 knots ground speed, but still, it's going to take like half a... What did you do that the TBM was so utterly quick that it blows my mind? I don't know. I wasn't that much slower than you, initially at least. It's weird. And I'm 28,000 feet high.
What ground speed you have?
330.
Yeah, I have the same at 20,000.
Maybe I should take a look at what the best altitude for speed is for this plane. The Vision Jet.
Did you decide which runway you're going to land on?
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, 10 or I mean 100 or 280.
That's a choice weather-wise between 05 and 28, and then 28 has an ILS. So if you that could be helpful.
And like I said, there's some buildings on the approach to 05 too, so that's another point in favor of 28.
Point.
I think I'm gonna do RNAV. Did you ever do RNAV in an airplane?
Sorry?
Did you ever do RNAV landing in an airplane, Jacob?
Yeah, quite often. Africa has quite a number of RNAV approaches, and on the 737 I used it as well in Europe. An ILS is usually more accurate than an RNAV approach, and also autopilot following an RNAV approach is less stable than following an ILS. So I have a preference.
Yeah, they call ILS a precision approach, don't they?
Yep. And an RNAV approach is a non-precision approach.
Mm-hmm.
The weather does look interesting. I agree.
Yeah, when you get near the airport, the clouds kind of break up into storms. You're surrounded by several storms, at least if it's still that way when you get there.
Mm-hmm. Well, currently it's pretty cast over. You cannot see the ground. The clouds look beautiful, but it's a soup.
Well, you're not going to land anyway.
That's true.
You're going to pull the caps, aren't you?
Oh, yes.
Can't wait.
I'm not even sure this really works, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think it does, but we'll see.
If not, you have to land.
Mm-hmm.
I hope for you it works.
Yes. So do I.
Yeah, you should pull it and go to an external view. Maybe we'll be able to see the parachute come out.
Oh, yes. Jacob, you said the 850 can do 260. Is it indicated or actual the real airspeed?
That is indicated, but you have to dive to reach that.
Oh, okay. But so if you're level flight at the best possible altitude, what can it do?
Then some 220 knots or so.
Oh, that's. And what is the best altitude?
Well, that depends on the wind.
Well, let's say there is no wind.
Then to get the highest ground speed, you would climb as high as possible, depending on your weight.
Okay, so let's say at flight level 280.
I have no idea. I haven't tried.
Okay, but because looking at what the Vision Jet does here, I'm pretty disappointed. It's only 200 knots indicated at 28. So I guess the TBM is at least as quick as this is.
Yeah, possibly.
Okay, I'm gonna get it. Because I'm really disappointed by the Vision Jet. It's a little toy plane, isn't it?
It's an SAWH plane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's one of the things that I'm really that I don't like. But the other thing is that it doesn't have any space. It's a flying computer that's not even fast. What the hell?
Most of the feedback I've heard, people seem to love it. It's the thing I hear over and over is how easy it is to fly.
Yeah, I'm not interested in easy. I'm interested in cool.
Try the Vulcan.
The jet?
The Just Flight Avro Vulcan. Yeah.
The Vulcan. Okay. Yeah. Why is it exceptionally complicated to fly?
Quite.
Okay.
But it is cool.
Okay. I'm going to take a look at it. Can I rent it?
Don't know.
What a pity.
No, don't buy it. It is. You have to know quite a lot about it before you can even start the engines.
Okay. Well, I would love to have a plane that would be feasible for our tours here. I don't like military jets really. Unless I'm flying in DCS, which rarely ever happens since we're doing this here.
This is the Air Mackie to 399.
The Aeromach.
Oh yeah. That's a nice one.
Is that a trainer?
But it's 80s fighter jets, 70s fighter jets even.
Yeah, but a small one, right? Something like that.
It's in use with the smaller air forces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Italy.
It's more like, I don't know, some A4 Skyhawk, or I mean this one is even older. We're not comparing. I'm just talking about size and capability. But it's more used like a trainer, right?
Have an autopilot or anything like that. Business jet, my first love was actually the CJ4. So that is the Proline. Is that the kind of software you worked on, Vinny?
Say again?
A Cessna CJ4 has a Proline, I think it's P21, something like that. Navigation stuff. I think that's Collins, I believe. I think, wasn't that what you worked on?
No.
Isn't that?
There is Klopp, there is Parabolic, but I don't see Outfretter anymore. Did you overtake me?
No, I'm still behind you.
Okay.
I'm right behind Alfred, I think.
Okay. What a toy plane. I don't like it.
It does look like something from Fisher Price on the outside.
Exactly. This was something that my son would have liked to play with like 3 years ago when he was 1 year old or 2 years old.
And you denied him that?
I did. It was way too expensive for this for crying out loud.
And
I gave him
they got you good, didn't they?
I got him
with the viruses.
Yes, they did. I got him a Fokker 3-decker. The Snoopy, the Red Baron Snoopy. Actually, I had a birthday a couple of days ago, and my family bought me Peanuts, the Peanuts,
yeah,
and Snoopy, and Snoopy likes to fly at one of those 3-deckers, and they
you
bought
got a Snoopy cap.
No, I got an entire Snoopy that I have to build. Do you know there's a certain brand, a legal alternative called Blue Bricks? Did you ever hear
Nope.
that?
I don't have kids.
Okay, yeah, but you might have. It doesn't matter. Anyway, these are the little bricks that you can put together to build stuff, right? And there is a certain variant which is called Blue Bricks Pro, and the little bricks are so small. They did it on purpose. They bought me a set where I have to build a Snoopy with his hat on, with a cap and the goggles and the pilot goggles. I'm gonna put it in the shelf behind me so you can take a look at it once I'm done. But this thing, I mean, I already have reading glasses because I cannot see stuff that's right in front of me, and these mean people in my family bought the one with the really small bricks. I'm talking about like not even half a centimeter. And I'm gonna have to put together the Snoopy from I don't know how many hundred parts they are, but it took me almost, I think it was like 3 hours to build 1 foot. Okay, so you get an idea.
So they enjoy torturing you.
Oh, absolutely, they do. But well, I'm gonna find some way to. I'm gonna find something for revenge.
Yeah, that's what family's for.
Absolutely. I need to descend, I think. I'm reaching the island here.
Yeah, you're close.
Let's go to. Let's say I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna pull the parachute at 5,000. Otherwise, it's gonna take forever to land, I guess.
If the parachute actually deploys.
Yeah,
right.
We'll see.
Yeah,
about
plan for it to not deploy because then you'll have to land. So.
Or maybe
prepare for landing.
What I should be doing is go low, then do a steep climb vertically, and then pull the thing. Otherwise, I don't know if I can destroy the chute with some stupid move.
It's not supposed to be possible.
Yeah, sure. If you do a dive with Mach 2.5 million max, I'm not sure this is even possible, but you get the idea.
Terminal velocity and then pull the chute.
Mm-hmm. I am over the Falklands. Yay. Finally. Took a while. I think I'm gonna have to descend more quickly, huh? Ba-dum. That was your alter ego who left us, Vinny.
Yeah, I see that. Not sure why.
Ah, I can see open water again. Under the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
I see a rainbow.
I see a nice country, nice landscape. It's pretty flat though. But there are a
What's
couple
wrong with flat?
everything.
Weather
I,
at the airport's fairly good, but the wind is stiff. The windsocket's straight out.
okay. I need to make a proper landing and then take off again and pull the chute. Because I mean, after all these, I need, I need to at least land here once and then get up again and pull the chute. It would be undignified to just jump out of the plane. Does this thing have a reverser? I don't think so, huh? Nope, it doesn't.
Why? You want to back out of it?
No. I was just wondering. It's pretty brown. The lakes are brown and dirty. What did the British want with this island anyway? There isn't anything here. Sheep, maybe. Or llamas.
Penguins.
Penguins, of course. And marsupilami. And boulamanders.
I'm thinking about Zanzibar.
Yes.
So what are you thinking about Zanzibar?
And
We are thinking.
almost done.
Zanzibar? I don't get it. Could anybody explain to me why this is funny? I'm not a very well educated person.
Thought that the animals sounded so exotic that it sounded like African animals.
Mm-hmm.
That was the joke.
Okay. I mean, it's bad if you have to explain your own jokes, but I thank you anyway.
We appreciate the attempt.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Guys, come on now.
He's here all week. Try the veal. Tip your waitress.
Vinny, I do have to agree with Matt that you were there extremely early, extremely fast.
Oh yes.
Yep. I think I must have hit the sim rate button at some point during cruise and then turned it off later and didn't really notice. I think that's the reason.
Okay.
Cheater.
It's not your fault.
Well, it wasn't intentional.
There's quite a bit of crosswind here, like almost 30 knots. Holy moly.
I told you.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna have to counter steer this.
Yep, you're gonna have to grab it in.
Don't steer towards the runway. Steer towards the center line. So turn right quite a bit.
I turn right quite a bit.
And then keep the nose pointed towards the right of the center line. Don't point it towards the runway or you will be blown to the left.
Blown to the left. I'm used to flying Kodiaks, not this little piece of shit.
Don't forget to close the throttle.
Hi.
Hello? Oh, sweet
Well-
mother of God.
Well done, well done.
I'll say.
But I'm going to start again and pull the chute. the
Okay.
chute. Well, this is going to have to be like... Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick now.
Yes, it is difficult with this plane. Is there some automatic thrust going on here? I don't want that. What the hell? Turn it off. Go away.
Does it have an auto throttle?
Yes, it does, and it was interfering all the time. Okay, so let's turn around and... Let's try
I
to...
think I only flew it like once or twice and see what it was like, but I haven't spent any time in it at all.
Okay, let's do it like this. Go down. No. Wait a second.
Aim for me.
No, I'm not aiming for anybody here. I am doing this, and then we're gonna go vertical, pull the thing, doozy, and now let's pull that cap thing here. What is it that I'm gonna have to do? Is there a chute coming out of the plane? No chute. What?
Oh, this is going to end badly.
Oh, there we go. I think there's a chute coming out of it. Yes. Oh,
Look at that. It works. Unbelievable.
Now I'm really sick. Don't forget to extend your gear.
I jumped back down onto the ground and I'm watching you come down from here. That looks survivable.
Well, with you're sitting in a wheelchair after that, but
A bouncer,
yes.
no, a bounce or two maybe.
Stop accelerating. What the? I need to.
Well, you
how
gotta cut
can
the
I?
chute now. It's dragging
It's running
you
me into the
ocean.
goddamn. What the hell?
Let's go to
Awa,
the buildings.
awa,
Oh,
awa.
oh.
Oh no.
How do I get rid of the chute? I don't know. Is there something like where I can cut it off? I don't know.
Type Shift
jeez.
C and just let it
Stop
go.
by a container.
Oh my god.
Oh, not bad. Not bad.
I need to concentrate.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Do your worst. Oh, no, it's folding in itself. It looks a bit weird. What's happening here? This looks like an alien life form. Okay. Let's use the slew mode to get back to you guys. Where are you? There you are. I'm still being pulled away by the goddamn. Get out of here. Leave. Let me leave. Aircraft must be stopped to exit. Where is Vinny? There's Vinny. I'm going to say goodbye to my plane here. There's nothing that I can do. Crying out loud. Ooh, finally. Look at that! My plane is taking off again.
The plane is leaving him here.
Leaving on a jet plane. That's a song, isn't it?
Leaving on a jet plane. It's leaving me all alone again.
You could always type Shift C and then slew back.
No, I don't want my plane back. This thing sucks. I'm just staying here. I'm going to get into your TBM. This looks nice. And let's take a look at what Alfredo is doing on his landing.
Nine miles to go.
9 miles, you say. I need a showcase camera. There we go. And my plane, my plane is still doing jumping jacks over there. Oh, dude.
It could take a while. I still have 45 knots headwind.
Sure. I've got nothing but time.
Ground speed 60 knots.
There are a couple of people overtaking you from Sweden, from Iowa.
I see Artingu in a C-22J. He's doing some aerobatic maneuvers, looks like.
In a way,
The
in a
clouds,
sense.
the clouds are misbehaving. They just morphed unnaturally quick.
Artingu, where are you going?
Maybe you should just follow you.
Did you ever, because I could see you using the Vision Jet as well, Kloppo. Did you ever pull the chute?
Never have.
It's quite a spectacle. You should. But not before you have landed here. Oh, there are jets all over the place. I didn't see that. That is... What's a Eurofighter doing on the Falklands?
Well, since it's a British base.
Well, that's true. Actually, that's true. I didn't think about that. Right, right. Doesn't make sense. I did quite well. The guy who was posting on the forums, I don't remember his name, Fox or something. He's done
Flak 99.
Flak 99, right? This is nicely built. There are a couple of quirks, but still. So there's Parabolic doing an approach that is not looking good. This is going to end badly.
Say that. Have some faith.
Oh, dear God in heaven. Oh, my. Turn around. No, what's it called? Abort.
Around.
Go around board. Board? He's going around. Thank God. Who's next? You're not going around, are you? You're almost standing still in the air there. Did you lower your gear?
I actually didn't see his gear if it was down.
Oh, Kloppo.
Apparently it is.
Not bad. That looked pretty good.
And Kloppy's right on your 6.
Remember that I don't think I have brakes mapped. Take that. Yeah. Not slowing down at all.
Well, you're on the ground. The chute didn't help either, so.
So is your chute dragging behind you?
The chute was dragging my plane away. I think it's about 20 miles away now. I can still see it back there somewhere. The plane.
Yeah, I see the nameplate. It's over there by the nameplates of the boats in the water over there.
It's gonna do a world tour of its own.
Yep. It went without you.
Mm-hmm.
Its next stop's gonna be Antarctica, I think.
Mm-hmm. Possibly.
Right. What lever shall I pull?
All of them.
Are you saying this is the last stop?
This is the last stop. Dude, you're running us out. You're in a 787 and you're you're running us over here.
I see him in an A-10C Thunderbolt.
Really? Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
It's in the sim also.
It says Aussie rules on the tail.
Yeah.
If you look it up, it's Caproni Visola C22J.
Well, I see a Dreamliner, and it's a little too big. Would you mind shutting it down, please? It's very loud, and I'm being sucked into the into the turbine here.
Ooh, it is really loud.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Can I click on your exit? I need a. What are these called? The emergency slides, whatever it's. I don't know what they're called in English. Well, gentlemen, almost a year in the making, huh? I'm lost for words.
Well, as long as it's not the last flight we're going to do.
What?
What? I say, as long as it's not the last flight we're going to do together.
Absolutely not. No, no. No, this is, I mean, this is still, it's awesome that we've done all this flying, and it almost really an entire year from north to south pole almost. It's not bad.
Well, I missed the beginning, so
Yeah, but still, I mean, most of
too.
the time, yeah. But anyway, yeah, and beginning next week, I would say that we're gonna do the Lord of the Wings tour for as something in between. We're gonna have to think about something that is that will take longer again. It's a special sense of accomplishment to do something like this.
It is.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
been a pleasure and a privilege.
This sounds like goodbye. Take
No.
forever.
It
I'm
sounds
out of
like-
here. Yeah. It's been it's like a what's it called a burial, not the if somebody dies and you put them in under the ground, you bury them. This is not what is it called? Please translate.
an undertaking.
No, yeah, I'm not sure what it's called. Anyway, this is a
Funeral.
funeral. Thank you so much. This is not a funeral, Artingo. This is this is an accomplishment of the grandest kind.
It's the precursor to the birth of something new next time.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, it's a celebration, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're not really celebrating. I forgot to bring some proper music, I admit, but other than that, it's awesome. It was a great tour. Thank you for flying along.
Thank you for putting it
organizing
together.
the whole thing, even though I missed most of it at the beginning.
It doesn't matter.
We'll be here for the next one.
It's all about the community and the good spirits. Yeah, so
I had fun flying with you guys. So I'll certainly be back for the next one.
yep, I will distribute the no, you can actually download the plan. It's on the website. There's the tour. I'm gonna have to reactivate. I'm gonna put the plan for the next tour in Discord as well. So, how about you play the jingle?
That's all, folks.
Oh, some.
See you
So,
on the next one.
See you on the next one. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Yes, you
Take
as well.
care. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.